Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be talking about how to integrate Keycloak with your Node application. I'll start with a simple Node app. And yeah, so we can start. I'll start by creating a folder, Keycloak example Node app, and then I cd into that folder. I'll npm init to initialize my folder. I'm going to use jest. Yeah. So now I'm going to install TypeScript because I'm going to use TypeScript. If you don't have TypeScript installed, you can npm. Right. Once you are done, you can ts init. Then we have the folder. We have the ts config JSON created. Yeah. Just a second. I'm going to have to close all of this. Right. So I'm going to start with my folder structure. I'm going to have a src, and inside my ts config JSON, I'm going to search for two things: output, out dir. I'm going to make this, go into my build folder, and I'm going to search for, yeah, base zip URL. Right. I'm going to comment this and I'll comment path. And then, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to map star to this. And you understand this in a while. All right. So that's all it is. I'm going to add express. And then I'm going to add all my dev services. So add minus dev. I need jest. I need types jest. I need types express. I need super tests. I need types super tests. And I need ts node. And I also need ts jest. And I need ts config path. Yeah. Right. I'm not too sure if I spelled the ts config path right. So I'm just going to search on npm ts config path. Let's see. Right. Ts config path. Right. So this is how you spell it. This is how you install it. Right. So good. Let's check. We have it. Right. So now we can start TDD. We can start by creating a folder controllers, and then we can create our routes, and have our index.ts, have our index.ts as well here. And we're going to import express from express here. And then we're going to export default app. Sorry, supposed to be app. And then we are going to say app equals express like this. Right, so this should be pretty much it. And then I can import app from routes, and I can import app from routes this way because of my import declaration, the path mapping I did over here in the TS config. Yeah, so I've done this, and then I'm going to do app.listen. I'm going to listen on port 3000 for now, and console log something. Right, so this is good enough, and I'm going to include my controllers. So I'm going to have home. I'm used to the convention where you name your controllers in plural. So instead of saying home controller, I would say home controllers. And then I'll add my spec as well. .spec.ts. And then I can import superset. I can import request from supertests. And I can describe home controller, and I think this is pretty good. So home controller should return, yeah, we can say it should return health check message. And I'm gonna just replace this with app, and I can import app from routes. This should be good. So now, right now I have this. So instead of saying welcome, I'm just gonna go for body.message, and I'm going to say health check. Let's space this a bit. So this is good. Now, if we run test, everything should fail. Yes, agreed. Yeah, I would need to set up my test here in my script. I need to set up jest. So there's a few things I need to set up. Jest. I use TS jest, sorry, and I need to configure my environment as well. So model directories should be this, and I think that should be pretty much it. Right, so I need to install TypeScript as well. I on add --dev TypeScript, and now let's test. Right, now it fails because I haven't created a controller yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and type home controllers, and yeah, I'll just do this and this and that. Right, I'll remove the async, and I'll remove this as well. I'll check, that's good. And then I'm going to export default home controller. And over here, I'm going to import a few things, request, and then response from express. And then here is going to be request, and here is going to be response. Right. So this part is done. Now I'm going to have to import this home controller into my routes. So let's just say routes.use, no, routes.get, and then I get, right. And then I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to say home controllers.index, and that should do it, right? And I can, yeah, I can app.use express JSON, just, yeah. And then now, if I run my test, right, I should have it passing. Right, so let's look at why our test is not passing. We expect to, we expect status 200, and then health check, and status 200, and yeah, dot message. So I don't need the second message. So it's either I do this and run this. Let's check. It's sent to pass. So this is good. Now our controller is returning what we want. We can go ahead and TDD this as well here to make sure that our server is running. So I'm just gonna say PM test, and I'm gonna write health check and have a function here, and then PM dot expect PM dot response. Let's check the response code dot code to equal 200. That's the starting, and then PM dot expect PM dot, yeah, let's just type PM dot response dot body. No, response dot JSON. I prefer JSON dot message to equal check. Right. So we can run this. It will run. For now, we need to run our app first. So I'm gonna change, and yeah, I'm gonna put the command over here for running dev. So let's run dev first. And we're gonna say npx nodemon, because we want to use nodemon. And then I'm going to have to install np nodemon, right? And then I'll need a few configuration for nodemon. So nodemon.json, and yeah, for the nodemon configuration, there are a few things I need to do. I need to tell nodemon to watch the folder, the extension, and then I need a command as well. So command, I'm going to use ts node, but npx ts node. Oops, this is supposed to be in literals ts node, exactly. And then I have -r, and I register using the ts path register. And then, yeah, this should be it. And then the environment, I can specify the environment, the env to be node env development. And I can ignore yeah, a few things, but I think this is good. So yeah, so this, all right. So this is all right. Right. So I have, yeah, ts node, ts config path, superset. So this is good. Now I can go ahead and then run my server. Let's see if we are set. Oops, this is supposed to be space here. So let's see if we are set. And yeah, we can run yarn start, yarn dev to run our server, and then we can test if this has passed, and yes, it passes correctly. So that's the first step. Now, yeah, I'm gonna stop here and then continue. I don't want to make this session so lengthy, so I'm gonna continue in the next session where I do a deep dive into Keycloak.